Yo, E-King Fight News here. You know what is back at it. And shout out to Freddie Roach, boxing scene. Apparently, there is news coming out that, from what I hear, basically Freddie Roach's phone calls is not being returned by Manny Pacquiao. And maybe, just maybe, Manny Pacquiao isn't going to be taking Freddie Roach's advice when it comes to matchmaking. That's what I'm hoping, because I have a feeling Bob Arum would rather have Manny Pacquiao versus a Terrence Crawford at his more comfortable weight at 147 pounds than have Manny Pacquiao drain down to 140. I mean, I don't think that's the right move for him, but I remember Pacquiao saying he wants a Lomachenko fight. And so he had a Filipino interview him on Filipino TV, and he was like, I love the Lomachenko fight. And now all of a sudden, well, he's avoiding Freddie Roach's calls, which is weird. But let's just check out the information. Shout out to Boxing Scene once again. Hall of Famer trainer has called Manny Pacquiao numerous times with no response. And this is, quote, I usually leave him alone until I hear from him. But I've called him 5 times and I haven't heard back, Roach told the LA Times. Maybe he changed his number. I don't know what that's about. But it seems like Freddie Roach is trying to make it known. And it's smart of him to make it public, because that would be the quickest way to finally get someone to come and contact you from Manny Pacquiao's team, because obviously Manny Pacquiao isn't interested, for whatever reason, in talking to Freddie Roach. And this is Bob Arum. It's quote right here. What the hell is wrong with that corner? Why wasn't Freddie Roach out in the ring between rounds yelling at the referee? It's his job. And there's confusion in the corner with the languages, with Boo Boy and Miguel Diaz yelling and screaming like a maniac. And Freddie has to stay close to Manny to give him some advice. To me, they were so overconfident going in. Justin Fortune tells the press that the only way Horn can win is if Manny Pacquiao trips going into the ring. I had seen the kid. I told everybody he was big. He was a big, tough kid. He was a big, tough kid who could take a punch. My Bob Arum, I'm working on that shit. I didn't think he'd beat Manny. But it wasn't the same Manny. Anyways, that's what Bob Arum had to say. Interesting. That's an interesting quote from Bob Arum. And Michael Kong seems to agree. They were shocked from Jeff Horn's performance there. That's what Michael Kong is saying. He didn't expect to see that coming from Jeff Horn. And guess what, man? Guess what, Manny Pacquiao fans? The word is out on Manny Pacquiao. Everybody, I'm telling you guys, if Manny Pacquiao offered anybody from the PBC a fight, they'd take it in a heartbeat. I mean, look who he's facing now, Mike Alvarado. I mean, goddamn. Bob Arum should have at least brought in a Lucas Matthysse just to give Manny Pacquiao enough of a test. But I know why he's fighting Mike Alvarado. Is because Manny Pacquiao, coming off a loss, he needs to put that loss behind him and get an easy win. I mean, that's all. It's what they did with Brandon Rios. Brandon Rios was in the same position fucking 5 years ago when Manny Pacquiao picked him like a cherry as his comeback fight. And, you know, it worked out great for Manny Pacquiao. I mean, it got that loss behind him. He got his confidence back. And then he went back in there against, you know, Tim Bradley. And he won the rematch. So, you know, You know, Tim Bradley never should have taken that rematch. I think that was probably his biggest mistake of his career, is taking that Manny Pacquiao rematch. And I'll tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I say that because Timothy Bradley wanted that rematch right after the Pacquiao fight. I mean, it is, you know, if you think I'm lying, I mean, then you just weren't around. Back when Manny Pacquiao lost to Tim Bradley in that first fight, Bradley was fucking advertising the rematch. He was, I'm gonna beat Pacquiao, and then, you know, you better buy this rematch T-shirt or some shit. Like, he was counting on a rematch. And when Manny Pacquiao declined to rematch Timothy Bradley, pretty much declined. You know, Bradley needed an opponent. You know, he was fucking depressed as a motherfucker, and he ended up taking this Ruslan fight, and that was also a huge mistake. Like, he got fucked up from Ruslan. Then he had enough in the tank to beat Marquez, which was incredible considering who Juan Manuel Marquez is, and that's the Juan Manuel Marquez that came off a Pacquiao knockout victory, by the way. But that Juan Manuel Marquez, you know, Tim Bradley outboxes him, and then Tim Bradley just has to give Bob Arum and Manny Pacquiao what they want. He's the A side again, and Bradley's happy to make $4 million to lose to Manny Pacquiao in a fight where, you know, he completely gets away from his strategy and his game plan. He starts going toe-to-toe with Manny Pacquiao like a fucking idiot. I don't know, Tim Bradley, man. I don't know what he was doing in that rematch, because he was doing great early on, and he landed a beautiful. He landed this left hand shot with all his power. It might have been a right hand, a big right hand. But anyways, let me know what you guys think on this Manny Pacquiao situation. Do you think he's trying to get away from Freddie Roach, or, you know, sometimes Manny Pacquiao's just being Manny Pacquiao, and it's hard to get a reach of him. I'm sure could be the case, but it'd be one thing if it's like, okay, Manny Pacquiao's not returning my calls, but I mean, I'm sure Freddie Roach was connected with the whole fucking team Pacquiao. So it's one thing if he's saying he was calling the whole team and like none of them was getting back to him, but it's Manny Pacquiao. Like, I'm sure maybe Manny Pacquiao, you know, who knows? Maybe he got hacked. Who really fucking knows? So let me know what you guys think. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. You know what it is.